Hello yogis, today I've got a 45-minute power vinyasa flow where we're going to target the legs, the glutes, the abdomen, the obliques, the chest, the back, the arms, the whole body gets a little workout. I also make up some words, nearly pass out halfway through the practice from running out of breath, and we get to imagine ourselves on a bike trying to get away from a tiger. Doesn't make sense right now, but it does in the practice. A cushion might be handy just to start off. If not, there's some variations that don't require a cushion. And there's also some playlists which might help you power up through some of the tough parts of the practice. You can choose them on my Spotify. At the end, leave me a comment and let me know if you want some more practices like this or if you prefer your slow and chilled practices like me. Anyway, if you're ready, I'll see you on the mat. Welcome to your practice today, yogis. We're going to start it in Vajrasana, Thunderbolt pose, and there's a couple of ways you can access this pose so that it feels comfortable in your body. One option is sitting down with the feet flat on the mat, sitting down on your heels. This might not feel comfortable for you, so you can put a cushion or a bolster in between your hamstrings and your calves, and that just takes off a little bit of pressure and weight on the feet. Another option you can start your practice with is placing your toes just behind you and sitting upright in this thunderbolt. Arms at your side or on your hands in your belly. Because we're only going to be here for a short time as we start with some breath work to begin our practice with an energizing breath, Kapalabhati, skull polishing breath, not as scary as it sounds. And we're going to use the diaphragm to pump air in and out of our body really quickly, or quicker than normal. But find a pace that works for you. I'll count us in, but if you want to go any faster than that, or maybe a bit slower, then you can do that as well. And if you don't like this breath work, doesn't matter, just breathe normally. Just take a couple of minutes to arrive to your practice, that's all we're doing. So let's just take a few deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Well, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, arriving to your mat, ready to start your practice. So inhale, and then exhale out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. A few more like this. And then ready to start our Kapalabhati. I like to put my hands on my belly so I can feel the motion of my diaphragm, pumping the air in and out of my lungs. Closing my eyes, and that's an invitation for you to do as well. I'm just doing it so that I don't stare down the camera. Breathing like this looks a bit creepy, but you can keep them open or closed. And inhale to prepare. 60 breaths, let's begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose. Expand and inflate, get bigger. And hold it at the top. And then long exhale through your mouth. Three full breaths and then we'll begin with our second round. So if you're ready, inhale to prepare, and let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, expand. And hold. Exhale. A few minutes of stillness. Observe anything you've created. A moment to pause and set your intention for your practice. What do you need? What are you working on? What words can you find to empower yourself and embed it all throughout the practice so that you take it off the mat as well into your day? So find your intention. Say it a few times out loud if you're comfortable doing so, or in your mind, just say it over and over. And then gently coming back, soft gaze, open the eyes, welcome back. So, starting with another stretch in Vajrasana, this time placing the toes down on the ground. You can use your fingers to spread the toes and then sitting back on the heels. A cushion again can wedge in between your legs to take off some weight, and we're not going to be here too long because it's really intense. You'll certainly feel it in a few seconds. I can already. And just some deep breaths. So these are Vajrasana poses, although we're not standing and we're close to the ground, they're still really intense. And something that you can manage with your breath, any discomfort. Deep breaths will help. But if it's painful, of course, just back out. Maybe not for you today. One more breath. And then gently lift the weight from your heels and your feet and just pat the feet down on the ground. Get some blood flowing back through them. And then back into Vajrasana. And this might be enough. You might already be getting quite a deep stretch in the top of the feet here. Or you can place your hands behind you and then put a bit of weight onto those and then just start to gently lift the knees. And that will take an even deeper stretch down the feet into the shins. So decide what kind of opening and stretch that you're going for today and what feels comfortable as well. And gently come out of it. Little pat of the feet again. And come back into Vajrasana with our toes down, only to set up for the next pose, rabbit pose. So take your hands, grab your heels, and we're going to scoop the head around and place it just by our knees. If that doesn't make sense, then just watch first. So I'm going to hold on to the heels, bring the head round, and then just place it in between, or just to the top of my knees. And then gently lift the hips up so that you can feel you're holding onto the heels and your back and your shoulders are getting a nice opening. Not too much pressure on the top of the head, just enough to support you. And then gently lift out from your rabbit pose and sit your glutes down. Take your legs out long on the mat and support yourself if you like with your hands just behind your back, and let's pat our legs. Let's send some energy and stimulation up and down our legs, wake up our nerves, let them know that we're going to be working them. So we're targeting legs, core, upper back, arms, chest. It's a full body power flow, not too long but enough to feel that your body's had a nice good workout. And then pat the feet, bottom of the feet this time. Make them loud, make them quick, wherever you need. And then take them out just about as wide as the mat windshield your legs over from side to side. This is where clicky hips come in. Don't worry, it's all normal. It's just ligaments, tendons, muscles all moving over each other. And sometimes they pop and click as they move around. You're not broken, I promise. A couple more on each side. And then place your feet back on the mat, about hips width. And we're going to lift our body through some glute bridge lifts. Squeezing your glute at the top. Lift up into reverse table. And then exhale, bring your torso between your hands. You can sit or hover. Inhale, lift. Squeeze of the glutes. Exhale, down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, down. Doesn't matter about your height or where you're getting to, just enough so that you can feel your glutes squeeze. Last one to lift. Inhale. And then exhale. Sit down. Coming through the tabletop, I'm going to come through my shins, but you can sweep your legs round and come join me that way. And set up for a nice strong tabletop. So hands spread, fingers spread directly underneath your shoulders, hips above your knees. And then sync breath to movement. Take yourself through cat-cow. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Inhale. Exhale to squeeze the air out, chin to chest. Inhale. Drop the belly, lift. Exhale, arch and squeeze. A few more in your own time, with your own breath. Last one to cat, and then come to neutral. Take the right leg out long, bend at the knee, and then pulse here. A little squeeze again of the right glute as you're lifting it up. Oh, the leaves are tickling my feet. I'm glad it's leaves. And then from here, we're going to use the cat-cow movement of our spine and sync it with the movement of our leg. So we're going to bring the knee in, arch the back into cat, squeeze the air out, and then inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the leg a bit higher than usual. So you've got this rhythm now. So sync breath with it. Real nice one from our range and mobility. Two more. Last one, just a finishing cat, knee to elbow, and then drop that right knee down. Let's take the left leg out long, bend from the knee, and just some pulsing. Activate and wake up that left glute. Pulsing is just a small movement, not like the big movement we just did with the whole leg, so really can just be a centimetre, an inch, whatever metric or imperial measurement you're using, but just make it a small measurement. And let's introduce our back and our spine with cat-cow. So exhale, arch the back, knee to forearm or elbow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, reach with the leg high. Exhale in. Inhale up. That's it, last one. Inhale. And then exhale. Finish in cat, knee to elbow, and then back to tabletop. Move the arms out forward and come into extended puppy pose. So use your fingertips to maybe crawl a bit further. Find some lengthening in the back. Your chest can come right down to the mat, maybe your chin. Or this might just be enough. Access puppy pose in a comfortable way in your body. Last round of breath. And then inhale, gently climb out of it, back into tabletop. And we're going to wave our back and our body from tabletop. And with your hands, you can have them directly underneath your shoulders. And then just move through that. So it's smaller range, smaller movement, but you're still getting a nice wavy, flowy movement with your spine. You can take your arms out to, say, mid-range, and this is going to need a little bit more strength in the arms to lift up. You can even take your arms out to puppy dog and really sweep the body through, but again, that's going to take some strength in the arms. So have a play around with it, decide where you'd like to put your hands, and start moving with this wavy motion. No need to rush it. Inhale to sweep through. Exhale as you roll back. Nice, fluid and flowy. Let's call it fluid. Fluid movement of your spine, these waves rolling like postures. Fluid. Couple more. And then climb out of it. Fluid. I like that. My new word of the day. Means nothing to anyone else apart from us. So from the tabletop here, we're going to lift up to downward dog. So just start to lift the hips. Find a strong downward dog. Don't sacrifice any length in your back if you're trying to straighten your legs. The most important thing is having a long back. So that might mean you need a generous bend in the legs. And then just take some hip circles in downward dog. So hands and feet stay on the ground, but we're just isolating the movement to the top. Circular. Doesn't have to be a big circle, but just feel the weight transfer around your hands and your legs. And then just change the direction. And then bring it back to stillness here. A little walk of the dog, drop one heel down at a time. And then look towards your hands, that's where we're going. Little tiptoes, steps. Reaching your hands, lift up to halfway. And then exhale, bow down, grab your elbows into ragdoll. And then gently sway from side to side. Let go of your elbows, inhale to halfway. And let's move between halfway and ragdoll. So exhale, bow down, grab the elbows. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, ragdoll. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. And then inhale, halfway, pause here. Little regulation. Not getting up too fast, getting up too dizzy. Just take a moment. Let's continue all the way up. Inhale. Sweep your arms around if you'd like to. Bring them up to meet a prayer. Exhale into Tadasana. So a little pause in our practice before we start our power and our flow. You might already be feeling hot. Your breath is deeper. That's good. The body's working. It's all prepared, ready for our power flow. So revisit your intention that we started at the practice. What do you need? What are you working on? Every day is a choice to get stronger, eat healthier, make decisions. So decide what decision you're making today to improve your life, to work towards your goals. And let's start with our power flow. So inhale, drop down, reach up. And then step your right foot back into high lunge. Exhale to warrior two. We're going to move between warrior two and through high lunge into a twist. So inhale, reach back up to high lunge. And then open up, exhale to the left. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale to warrior two. So that back foot is moving around and allowing you to come through to the high lunge and then open to the twist. Back through high lunge, plant the back foot, warrior two. High lunge and twist. Reach, warrior two. Reach up, twist and expand. Up to high lunge. Back to warrior two. From here, come down, frame the front foot, set up to downward dog, and then lift three-legged dog with the left leg up. Bring your left knee to your forearm. Sweep it back up, three-legged dog. Left knee to your nose. Sweep it back up. Back to your elbow, your forearm, listen to the transition. Drop your knee down, lift it up, engage the core, feel strong. Same with the nose, bring it in, drop it down, lift it up, three-legged dog. Last round. Knee to elbow, drop to wrist, back up. Knee to nose, drop it down. Lift it up and then plant that left foot down, drop your knees and take 3 chaturanga push-ups, either with your knees or lowering it down in one movement. 1, 2, 3, and then take a child's pose. Take 3 rounds of breath and then we'll start with the other side. So feel any heat again around your body, the power that we're accessing with this flow. And then inhale from your child's pose through downward dog. Step, hop or walk towards your feet. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up and reach. And now step your left foot back, high lunge. Open to warrior two. Back foot planted. Inhale, turn the back heel, reach up to high lunge. Open and twist. Through high lunge. Warrior two. Reach and twist. Reach. Warrior two. Reach and twist. Let's do one more. From high lunge, we're coming down, frame the front foot. And then sweep right foot up to three-legged dog. And let's use our core to feel strong with these. Knee to elbow, three-legged dog, knee to nose, three-legged dog, adding on now, knee to elbow, drop the knee, lift it up, reach through, knee to nose, drop it down, lift up, three-legged dog, last one, knee to elbow, drop, lift, up, and knee to nose, drop, lift, and up. Take the right foot down, drop your knees, take 3 chaturanga push-ups. And dip back to child's pose. So 3 rounds of breaths here. And we're going to do that again on either side. Now that you've got it, we're going to do it with a bit more speed, a bit more power. So add on and see how you go with it. Remember, the pause button is always there, should you just need to take a little time out. So let's go. Inhale through. Downward dog. Hop, step or walk towards your hands. Inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep up. Right foot back, high lunge. So let's dance between warrior 2. Up to high lunge. Open to a twist. So sync your breath with this movement. Doesn't have to be exactly in time with me. Allow that back heel to move so that you can transition between high lunge and warrior 2. Last one. From high lunge, come down, frame the front foot. Once you're there, through downward dog, and then 3-legged dog with the left leg raised. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow. Lift, knee to the nose. Lift. Now we're going to add on with those drops. So elbow, wrist, elbow, 3-leg. Knee to nose, drop, lift, 3-legged, last round. Knee to elbow, drop, lift, 3-legged. Nose, drop, lift, 3-legged. Allow that left foot to come down, drop your knee, 3 chaturanga push-ups. Keep your elbows tight into your body. It's a tricep workout. And then take a child's pose, 3 breaths before we start with the next side. So find empowerment with your breath. Let it guide you through the challenge. Inhale, confidence. Exhale, doubt. You can do this. And let's lift up. Start on our next side. Downward dog. Look towards your hands. Step, reach, hop, jump, fly, however you want to get there. Inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. And now step your left foot back. High lunge, set up. And then flatten the back foot, open to warrior 2. Let's dance through high lunge. Through to a twist. High lunge. Warrior 2. Sync your breath with the movement. Allow that back heel to twist and support you through it. Inhale, last one to twist. And then inhale, high lunge. We're coming down, frame the foot. Sweep right foot into the air. And strong core, let's move through this. Knee to elbow, lift. Knee to nose. Three-legged. Let's add on with some knee drops. Knee to elbow, drop to wrist, lift. Three-legged. Knee to nose, drop, lift. Three-legged. Knee to elbow, drop, lift. Three-legged. Last one. Knee to nose, drop, lift. Three-legged dog. Plant the right foot down, drop the knees. 3 chaturanga push-ups. Well done. Take yourself back to child's pose. Take as many breaths as you need here. Just reset and cool down a little bit. Before we continue on with the sequence, just gather your breath. Reset. More for my sake than yours. So observe, feel, be aware of heat, breath, everything that's going on in your body as you move through that movement and that small sequence of the power flow. And if it was a struggle or you hit pause, doesn't matter. The only bad workout is the one that you didn't do. And you're here today. So well done. Lift gently from your child's pose. So we're going to take some lunge, step and twist. So adding some more twists to our movement. And there's a few ways that you can do through this. So again, we're going to take about 10, late for 10, see how we feel. But we're going to step the right foot on the outside of the right hand, and then you're going to open to a twist, bring it down, and this is where we transition. So this is where it can be a step or an explosive jump. So you can then swap, twist, or of course you can come through plank and then step it like there. So come join me, right hand, right foot on the outside of the right hand, open up to a twist, hand down, jump or step, lift through, jump or step, twist and open, jump or step. So take this through, nice deep breaths, 5 more to go. Three, 2, and 1. Well done. Take the feet down, roll onto your side, onto my left side. So if that works for you, come join me. We're going to do both sides anyway. And place your forearm down, your elbow down on the mat, support it with your hand down, knees out to the side, your feet in line with your hips. And then lift through some side planks. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Now come onto your forearms, both forearms, belly on the mat, legs out long. Come into Sphinx pose. But let's take a swimming Sphinx. Oh, that's hard to say. Swimming Sphinx. So lift your knees and your heels up. Or bend at the knees. Like you're swimming. Swimming Sphinx. You can't say that 3 times fast. Really squeeze and engage the calves as they come close to the hamstrings. And then in a moment we're just going to twist, or we're going to move to the other side for our side plank lifts. So you're going to get a nice view of my backside, but it's the easiest way just to roll round, transition. So set up, forearm below your shoulder, hand on the mat. My feet are in line with my hips and my knees are just out. And then from here, lift up, exhale down. Three more. And then rotating all the way around, we're like a rotisserie chicken, coming all the way with our body, moving it around. And let's do some bicycle legs. So again, real core activation. You can support your neck here if you'd like to. And we're just biking, nice and leisurely. Flat road. So extending one leg out long at a time, just like you're pedaling a bike. And now imagine that out of the bushes is a tiger and it's just started chasing you. So let's get some speed. Get away from the tiger, get faster. Listen to my clicky hips. It's enough to scare away any tiger. Oh, I think we've kept some distance now so you can slow it down, you're safe. But just in the distance, there's a nice oasis of water and a waterfall. So let's just pedal a little bit more so that we can take a nice rest by the water. Nearly there. And then put down your bike, put down your legs. We take some deep breath. Let your core return to normal, put out the fire. And lift up. Now we're at this nice oasis of water. We're going to take a little boat so that we can get nice and close to the waterfall and feel the spray of the water into Savasana, boat pose. So you can always have your hands patting on the water for some support, or you can lift your hands and float in the water in your boat pose. Squeeze your core, engage. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the feet down. Well done. So now we've reached the waterfall. So let's enjoy it. Lower your body down and lift your feet up into waterfall. So you can take a bend from the knees if the hamstrings are feeling a little bit tight. You can support your hamstrings there, use them to push the legs and straighten them up. Doesn't matter how straight the waterfall is, waterfalls aren't always straight, they come down rocks. Let's just stay in this waterfall and flex the toes, so move them towards your body, bending them from the heel, enjoying this waterfall by this oasis. And hopefully that tiger hasn't followed us. Gently take the legs down from waterfall. We did some of these at the start of the practice in a slightly different position, but let's lift through some bridge and squeeze the glute. Let's cross this lake, take the bridge over, because on the other side of this lake is a Savasana, Lower the legs down, lower the hips. Lift back up to the bridge. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale down. Lift up and squeeze. Exhale, lower. Lift up, squeeze. Last one. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. So Savasana is inside, but let's wring out our wet clothes from swimming in the lake. So just take your legs in a cross, take your right leg over your left, and then twist your knees over to the left. Wring everything out. Take your gaze over to the right. Full 180 with your spine, looking away from your knees. Wringing it out. Wringing out our damp clothes. Nice, gently lift the feet and the legs through center, uncross them now. Take the left leg over the right and take your knees over to the right, looking away from your knees over to the left. Deep breath, slow everything down. So well done with your practice today. For keeping up or for listening when you needed to pause. Both is success. And this is a practice that you can come back to. Visit this lake and oasis anytime you like. But it's a good way to measure your progress and see how you get on. Things that you couldn't perhaps keep up with or manage before that you can do the next time. So power yoga classes are good to measure your power and how you're doing. Gently lift the legs through center. Take any last posture that feels good in your body, maybe a happy baby, maybe some swimming motions from your legs with your hips. I'll take a few of those. Maybe shoulder stand, the plow, whatever might feel good. And once you're ready, let's enjoy this lakeside Savasana. We've crossed the bridge, ran away from the tiger. So we're in a safe place. Allow your body to enter that safe place. Tuck your shoulder blades together. Legs out long, palms facing upwards. And find your peace, find your stillness here. Deep breath. And stay here for as long as you need, as long as you like. Hit pause and enjoy it now. Recommend a few minutes. So I'll see you when you're done. But if you're ready, gently come back to your body with some movement in the toes, fingertips and your neck. Turn to one side, whichever side is calling to you, whichever side feels the most comfortable, and pause there just for a moment. Taking a moment here to revisit your intention. What are you taking with you off the mat? And a moment here to be grateful for your health, for being able to perform this practice, to show up and do yoga. Take a moment to be grateful for your safety and your freedom. And then find something else. Something that you're grateful for. Something that's warming you from the inside. Something that's making your smile curl up to each corner of your mouth. And out loud, or a whisper, or in your mind. But say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then gently come up to a seated position, a comfy seat, however it looks or feels for you, eyes closed. And once you're there, bring your hands into prayer at heart center and let's close our practice together. Bringing your hands up to your forehead to go forward from here with kind and loving thoughts. Bring your hands to your mouth to go forward from here with kind and loving words. And then bring them back to your heart, going forward from here with kind and loving actions. Gently blink the eyes open, looking back up, giving me a big smile. Well done for today's practice. I'll see you soon.